Hi, I'm Chris Gasper, and this is Globe 10.0, joined today by Joe Sullivan. Well, since 2001, the Patriots won 3 championships, the Red Sox 2 championships, the Celtics 1, the Boston Bruins nada, 0. And because they've been sitting on the sidelines of all these duck boat parades up and down Boston, they haven't gotten the same treatment as the other teams. However, here they are on the cusp of a Stanley Cup. Joe, does this mean that now the Bruins will be treated equally with the Red Sox, Celtics, and Patriots in this town?
Here comes the big wave of people jumping on the bandwagon, right, Chris? It's look, I think they were an afterthought for many years, and rightfully so. They were not a championship caliber team, and they finally are. So I think you feel it. You feel it in the cookouts you were at Memorial Day weekend. What the conversation was about.
All about the
you
Bruins.
see it in the Globe and in other media coverage about how the Bruins are being treated differently now, or at least differently for them, but equally with the other big three in Boston. So certainly at this hour, you know, the Bruins are back in with the other 3 teams on equal footing.
You know, everybody says, oh, is this a baseball town? Is this a hockey town? This is a front-running town. This town loves winners. That's the bottom line. If you win, people are interested. And I think here in I like to call it the hub of hardware, the Bruins got tuned out because they were mediocre, which was almost worse than being bad. Because if you're bad, there's this idea that there's hope on the horizon in the form of some young prospect. They weren't bad. They were just, they were going to make the playoffs, win a round, and they're done. I think people tended to tune them out. I think that there's hockey people coming out of the woodwork now. They are the hottest thing in town. I was there yesterday for the send-off, Joe. 3,000 people, according to the Bruins, showed up just to see those buses off. They're chanting, "We want the cup." So I think there's people, the hardcore hockey fans, I think, stuck with it. I think there were some people that tuned out the team because they were unhappy it wasn't winning. But I think there's a lot of people that really didn't care about hockey or the Bruins, but now see they could win a championship, and they want on the bandwagon, as you said.
Well, hey, I will say this about the city of Boston that I know, that hockey, you know, I think baseball is the #1 sport in Boston, bar none. But I think deep down in the culture of Boston that hockey to most people is more important than basketball or football.
I would agree.
Here. And it comes from all that youth hockey that people get involved, families,
high school hockey
and
is
it's
huge.
very important to them. Now the Bruins didn't give them a reason to like the NHL for a lot of years, but now that's changed.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And like I said, I think ultimately if a team is winning, they're going to get support here. People want to be on board. I think this is great for the Bruins. These guys deserve this. The players I know really feel it. I was talking to someone in Bruins PR, and they were saying even on the plane ride to Vancouver, they were still buzzing about how many people had showed up to send them off. So they certainly appreciate your support. I think it's good. The Big 3 is now a Big 4. The Bruins are definitely in the conversation, and in fact, they are the #1 topic in the conversation of Boston sports.